this thing we're doing with Styx, it's basically a co-headlining
It is.
deal. So
Yeah.
it's not like you guys are going in and doing a 30-minute set. You guys are doing your whole...
No, it's the same. It's like a 75-minute each, I think.
Right.
With only a 20-minute set change.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's...
So you're not carrying on stage.
Over the years, we've done hundreds of shows with these guys.
Right. So yeah.
You know, you almost don't have to say anything. It just happens.
Well, and I think I'm not totally sure about this, but I'm pretty sure that the Styx guys were the guys who kind of pioneered that. The co-headlining.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I
back.
can speak to that.
I mean, they got it down to a science. I mean,
yeah.
And they do. Like I said, when we started talking earlier, I've done interviews with 3 different people now where Styx was on the bill, and it was always the other guy. It was Vinny with Frampton, and you with REO, and Don Dodge with Foreigner.
Sure.
You know, at that point in time. So it's smart. I think it's super smart. I mean, I don't. God, how can I say this and not sound like an asshole?
Hopefully you'll find the words.
Yeah. Well, a band at the REO or Styx level whose, days of making big hit records are generally in the past. Not saying that there couldn't be something come out that
you don't have to
happen.
qualify it like that.
But you know what? They're playing the hits.
We make a living doing shows.
Exactly. Okay. But one of those 2 bands by themselves couldn't do the joint.
Perhaps not.
I don't think. It's my guess. But you've put them both together, and now you can do bigger rooms with nice PAs
sure.
and more people, and the
more money.
The crowds tend to,
There's a commingling of DNA or something.
Well, musically, I mean, you know what? If you know the Styx stuff, you know the REO stuff. Because they're the same,
Yeah, it was all being played on the radio at the same time.
Exactly.
And when you see a show like this or any of the other double or triple bills that have been out for the past 10 years.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hits going down every night.
Absolutely.
It's tough to figure out what not to play because there just isn't enough time.
Well, yeah. And I remember last year, maybe it was the summer before last, there was a big thing they were doing triples here in town. Where they'd have like Frampton and Yes and somebody else. Styx and REO and somebody else. They were doing the Thomas and Mack.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, I don't think it's a 10K. Maybe it's a 10K.
Oh, easy.
You think it's a bit, yeah?
Yeah, when you put a couple $2,500 on the floor, sure.
Yeah, okay, so 10K is a big room.
It's a real venue, sure.
And it's almost like, I mean, when I discovered REO, they could do a 10K by themselves. No doubt about it. I don't know if they could do a 10K now. Just business-wise, it's just the way it works.
I think like most bands, certain markets you're strong in.
Absolutely, they could probably go into someplace in the Midwest where they're still really and do it.
Back east is where they do most
of their
business. Sure. And the neat thing about certain bills is that you pick up your strong markets, and hopefully they mesh and they're different.
Right.
And that's how it works.